If you're a regular viewer or subscriber to my channel, you have likely heard my take on BDSM and kink, which is that the consensual power exchange dynamic of dominance and submission is the foundational element of all BDSM acts. Furthermore, I believe that every person has a naturally dominant, submissive, or switch energy and character, which means that DS exists in both vanilla and non-sexual settings. And that's why I approach BDSM and kink from a relational standpoint. And that vantage point is one I plan to emphasize and magnify on this channel going forward. So stay tuned today as I discuss the 10 biggest myths surrounding DS dynamics and power exchange relationships. Quickly review this list of 10 myths and then go back through and spend time debunking each one. Starting off with, dominants are harsh, controlling, and domineering. Submissives are weak, controlled, and abused. DS relationships are a form of patriarchal control, which include traditional gender roles. DS relationships include one partner taking power from the other. DS relationships include a one-sided arrangement where one partner betrays themselves to serve the needs of the other. DS relationships are all about BDSM and/or kinky sex. The dominant partner is superior over the submissive partner. The dominant partner holds all the power over the submissive partner. The dominant partner demands compliance over the submissive partner. The submissive partner feels obligated or manipulated or is forced to serve and obey. Have you heard any of these myths from family, friends, or colleagues before? Have you believed any of these myths at some point? Comment below and let me know, because now we're going to go back through that list and bust each of these myths. Dominants are harsh, controlling, and domineering. The truth is, dominant energy can take on many different forms and expressions, including very soft and nurturing. But no, a dominant is not defined by the presence of a harsh, controlling, and domineering nature. I like to say it this way. Dominance is not the license to abuse, but the responsibility to care for those under your authority. Submissives are weak, controlled, and abused. An abusive relationship and a consensual power exchange dynamic are two completely different things. It takes incredible mindfulness and strength to choose to yield, serve, and surrender to a dominant partner who has earned your trust and built deep devotion. I often phrase it like this: submission is not the tolerance of abusive behavior. It is an active and intentional trust-based response. DS relationships are a form of patriarchal control, which include traditional gender roles. Although taken-in-hand dynamics often include traditional gender roles, not every DS relationship is taken in hand. Not every dominant in a DS relationship is male. Not every submissive in a DS relationship is female. Traditional male-led marriages are not necessarily patriarchal either, and traditional gender roles are not necessarily oppressive or abusive. It's all about the unique desires and needs of each couple. DS relationships include one partner taking power from the other. DS relationships are built on the foundation of a consensual power exchange, not a controlling power grab. Very different. Each partner offers their unique gifts, energy, and roles to the other as a fully consensual gift of love and honor. Because remember, authentic consent is a completely mindful, willing, and uncoerced choice to say yes, and the ability to revoke that yes at any time without fear of repercussions. Consent is not possible without choice. And this power exchange is a choice to exchange power, not a controlling power grab. DS relationships include a one-sided arrangement where one partner betrays themselves to serve the needs of the other. In reality, both dominant and submissive are service roles with a different appearance. Dominant leadership allows the submissive partner to rest. Submissive service allows the dominant partner to lead. And it is in that flow that a beautiful cycle emerges in which both partners feel fully empowered to express themselves without fear. And this produces incredible intimacy and connection. DS relationships are all about BDSM and/or kinky sex. Remember what I said at the start of this video? The consensual power exchange dynamic of DS is the foundational element of all BDSM acts, which means DS can stand alone as a facet of BDSM without a focus on or obligation to have kinky sex. Furthermore, if BDSM is not a closet to come out of, but a buffet to choose from, as I often say, that means that every DS relationship should be tailored to that couple's unique relational desires and needs. The dominant partner is superior over the submissive partner. Now, simply because the strengths of the dominant partner and the strengths of the submissive partner differ in demonstration does not mean one is inferior to the other. Both roles are necessary for the relational dynamic as a whole. The ability to follow is just as vital as the ability to lead. The ability to respond is just as vital as the ability to initiate. The ability to yield and serve is just as vital as the ability to pursue and conquer. One partner is not above the other. They are both co-equal roles with different demonstrations. The dominant holds all the power over the submissive partner. To address this myth, think of two partners in a dance. One must lead and the other must follow for the dance to be executed smoothly. The leader doesn't hold all the power in the dance, nor does the follower. Both dancers must exchange their power and work together to accomplish the result of a beautiful and united dance. The dominant partner demands compliance over the submissive partner. Now, submission and compliance are two completely different things, and I would strongly encourage you to watch these videos where I provide an in-depth discussion on the stark differences between submission and compliance, which is essentially control through coercive means. Compliance is control through coercive means. Consider this. Any submission that is not freely given is not submission, just as any love that is forced is not love at all. The submissive partner feels obligated or manipulated or is forced to serve and obey. Now, this is wholeheartedly false for the simple fact that any submission that is manipulated, coerced, or rooted in fear is not submission, but violation. Okay? Submission requires authentic consent. Authentic consent cannot exist without free choice. Okay? So not only is authentic submission completely consensual, but I believe that the level of submission in any relationship is determined by and cannot exceed the level of trust. If you found this content helpful, hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell so you'll never miss a post, and comment below with any questions you would like me to answer in an upcoming video.